One day I was sitting in my office, reflecting on the many challenges I had faced throughout my life and career. It struck me then with a profound clarity that the path to success and fulfillment is never an easy one. It's supposed to be hard. Friends, we live in a world that often tries to sell us the idea of overnight success, instant gratification, and effortless achievement. But the truth is, anything worth having in this life requires hard work, perseverance, and a willingness to face and overcome obstacles. I remember when I first started my business, I had a vision, a dream of creating something meaningful and impactful. But the road to realizing that dream was paved with countless challenges. There were long hours, sleepless nights, and moments when I wanted to give up. But I persisted. I pushed through the hardship because I knew that the struggle was a necessary part of the journey. And let me tell you, when I finally achieved that first major milestone, when I saw my business start to take off, the feeling was indescribable. It was a sense of pride and accomplishment that could only come from having endured the struggle, from having faced the hardship head-on and emerged victorious. My friends, the same principle applies to every aspect of our lives. If you want to build a strong, lasting relationship, it will be hard. There will be disagreements, misunderstandings, and challenges to overcome. But it's through facing those challenges together, through weathering the storms, that your bond will grow stronger and more resilient. If you want to achieve financial security, it will be hard. You'll have to sacrifice, save, and invest wisely over many years. But the freedom and peace of mind that come from having a solid financial foundation are well worth the effort. If you want to pursue a passion, a dream, or a goal that truly matters to you, it will be hard. You'll have to push through doubts, fears, and setbacks time and time again. But the sense of fulfillment and purpose that comes from chasing your dreams is unmatched. The great philosopher Aristotle once said, "We must act in accordance with the saying well-being is achieved through being well and faring well over a long period of time, and through having endured many struggles and remaining unbowed." My friends, the struggles, the hardships, are not obstacles to be avoided or feared. They are an essential part of the journey, the crucible that forges our character, our resilience, and our strength. Think about the feeling you get when you finally accomplish something you've worked hard for, whether it's getting a promotion at work, completing a challenging project, or achieving a personal goal. That sense of pride, that feeling of accomplishment is magnified tenfold because you had to overcome obstacles, face setbacks, and endure hardship along the way. It's in those moments of struggle, when the path seems impossible, when you feel like giving up, that you have the opportunity to tap into reserves of strength and determination you never knew you had. It's in those moments that you have the chance to grow, to evolve, and to become a better version of yourself. So embrace the hard times, my friends. Embrace the challenges, the obstacles, and the setbacks, because it's through facing and overcoming them that we truly grow, that we truly achieve greatness. Remember the words of the ancient philosopher Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. You have within you the power to face any hardship, to overcome any obstacle, and to achieve any dream or goal you set your mind to. But you must be willing to do the hard work, to endure the struggle, and to never, ever give up. It's supposed to be hard, my friends. But it's through embracing that hardship, through pushing through the challenges and obstacles, that we find our true strength, our true purpose, and our true path to success and fulfillment. So go forth with courage and determination. Face the hard times head on. And know that with each struggle you overcome, you are one step closer to achieving greatness, to living the life you truly desire and deserve. It's supposed to be hard, but it's worth it. Believe in yourselves and never stop striving, never stop pushing, never stop growing. For it is through the struggle that we truly become who we are meant to be. My friends, you've heard me say that it's supposed to be hard, that the path to success is paved with challenges and obstacles. But now, let me reinforce that message with some hard-hitting truths and powerful stories that will stick with you long after this speech is over. First, let's address the elephant in the room. Our culture's obsession with instant gratification and the get-rich-quick mentality. We live in a world where we're constantly bombarded with messages about shortcuts, hacks, and easy paths to success. But I'm here to tell you, that's all a facade. A lie peddled by those who want to profit off of your dreams and aspirations. True success, the kind that lasts, the kind that fulfills you and leaves a lasting impact, can never be achieved through shortcuts or easy paths. It requires hard work, dedication, and a willingness to face and overcome challenges head-on. Think about the great entrepreneurs, inventors, and leaders throughout history. Did Thomas Edison achieve his success by taking shortcuts? No, he failed thousands of times before finally inventing the light bulb. Did Henry Ford build his automotive empire by taking the easy path? Absolutely not. He faced countless setbacks, naysayers, and obstacles before finally revolutionizing the industry. The same principle applies to our personal lives. If you want to build a strong, lasting relationship, it will be hard. You'll have to work through disagreements, misunderstandings, and challenges together. But it's through facing those challenges, through communicating openly and honestly, that your bond will grow stronger and more resilient. If you want to achieve financial security, it will be hard. You'll have to sacrifice, save, and invest wisely over many years. But the freedom and peace of mind that come from having a solid financial foundation are well worth the effort. If you want to pursue a passion, a dream, or a goal that truly matters to you, it will be hard. You'll have to push through doubts, fears, and setbacks time and time again. But the sense of fulfillment and purpose that comes from chasing your dreams is unmatched. My friends, I want to share with you a personal story that illustrates this principle in action. Years ago, when I was just starting out in my career, I had a dream of building my own successful business. But the road to realizing that dream was filled with obstacles and setbacks that would have crushed a weaker person. There were times when I didn't know how I was going to make payroll or keep the lights on. There were times when I doubted myself, when I questioned whether I had what it took to succeed. But I persisted. I pushed through the hardship because I knew that the struggle was a necessary part of the journey. And let me tell you, when I finally achieved that first major milestone, when I saw my business start to take off, the feeling was indescribable. It was a sense of pride and accomplishment that could only come from having endured the struggle, from having faced the hardship head-on and emerged victorious. But the story doesn't end there, my friends. Because success is not a destination. It's a never-ending journey filled with new challenges and obstacles to overcome. I faced setbacks and failures since that initial success, times when I thought I might lose everything I'd worked so hard for. But each time, I drew strength from the lessons I'd learned from the resilience I'd built through facing and overcoming previous hardships. And each time, I emerged stronger, more determined, and more capable of achieving even greater heights. You see, my friends, it's not just about embracing the hard times, it's about using them as fuel to propel you forward, to grow and evolve into the best version of yourself. Think about a diamond, one of the most precious and valuable gems on earth. It doesn't start out that way. It begins as a rough, uncut stone, buried deep beneath the earth's surface, subjected to intense heat and pressure for billions of years. It's that intense pressure, that hardship, that transforms the once unremarkable stone into a brilliant, sparkling diamond. Without the pressure, without the struggle, it would never reach its full potential or reveal its true beauty. We are no different, my friends. It's the struggles, the hardships, the challenges we face that shape us, that refine us, and that ultimately reveal our true potential and inner strength. So don't run from the hard times. Don't shy away from the obstacles and setbacks that life throws your way. Embrace them, face them head on, and use them as fuel to propel you forward. Because it's through the struggle that we grow, that we evolve, and that we ultimately achieve greatness. It's through the struggle that we become the diamonds we were meant to be. My friends, I've shared with you stories and examples, but at the end of the day, these words are just words. It's up to you to take them to heart, to internalize them, and to put them into action in your own life. When you face that next obstacle, that next challenge, that next hardship, don't shy away from it. Don't seek an easy path around it. Embrace it, face it head on, and use it as an opportunity to grow, to become stronger, and to inch closer to achieving your dreams and goals. It will be hard, there's no doubt about that. But it's supposed to be hard. And it's through that hardship, through that struggle, that you will forge the character, the resilience, and the strength necessary to achieve true and lasting success. So go forth with courage and determination, my friends. Embrace the hard times, face the challenges head on, and never ever give up. For it is through the struggle that we truly become who we are meant to be, and it is through the struggle that we achieve greatness. It's supposed to be hard, but it's worth it. Believe in yourselves and never stop striving, never stop pushing, never stop growing. For it is through the struggle that we truly live, that we truly achieve, and that we truly leave our mark on this. My friends, because the truth is, far too many people give up when the going gets tough. They see obstacles as insurmountable barriers instead of opportunities for growth. But those who achieve lasting success and fulfillment are the ones who lean into the struggle, who refuse to be deterred by hardship. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine a mighty oak tree towering above the forest, its branches stretching out strong and proud. That oak didn't become the majestic giant it is by having an easy life. No, it endured harsh winds, pouring rain, scorching heat, and biting cold. Its roots had to claw through hard, unforgiving soil to find nourishment. Time and again, that oak faced adversity that could have stunted or even killed its growth. But instead of succumbing, it grew stronger, tougher, more resilient with each challenge it overcame. The winds that battered its branches made them thicker and more flexible. The lack of water and nutrients forced its roots to dig deeper in search of sustenance. Every hardship was an opportunity to adapt, to evolve, to become mightier. My friends, we are like that oak tree. The struggles we face in life, though painful and difficult in the moment, are what allow us to grow into the strongest, most resilient versions of ourselves. The hard times fortify our spirit, strengthen our resolve, and ultimately reveal our true potential. I think back to my own journey, building my business from the ground up. Those early years were filled with more hardship and adversity than I care to recount. Countless setbacks, failures, moments of doubt and fear that I wouldn't make it. But looking back now, I realize that each of those struggles was a gift in disguise. They toughened me up, sharpened my focus, and instilled in me the grit and determination to persevere no matter what. If I had given up at the first sign of difficulty, if I had taken the easy road when it was offered, I would have stunted my own growth. I would have remained a seed, never realizing my full potential to become a towering oak. It was precisely because I embraced the hard times, learned from them, and refused to be deterred that I was able to achieve the success I have today. And the hardship didn't stop once I found that initial success. No, new challenges arose, bigger and more daunting than before. Competitors came after me. The market shifted. Economic conditions changed. Each time I had to adapt, had to dig deep and push through the adversity. Sometimes I stumbled and fell, but I always got back up, brushed myself off, took the lessons from those struggles, and kept moving forward. My friends, that's the key distinction between those who achieve greatness and those who languish in mediocrity. The great ones don't just endure hard times, they embrace them as opportunities. They look at each obstacle as a chance to hone their skills, strengthen their character, and unlock new reservoirs of grit and perseverance within themselves. Think of the great athletes who have inspired us over the years. Did they become champions by taking it easy? Of course not. It was through relentless training, pushing their bodies to the limit every single day, overcoming nagging injuries and setbacks, that they reached the pinnacle of their sports. The greatest display of Michael Jordan's talent wasn't his gravity-defying dunks, but his unwavering drive to improve and overcome any obstacle in his path. The same goes for the visionaries, the trailblazers, the world changers of our time. They didn't shape the course of history by playing it safe. No, they charged headfirst into uncharted territory, facing down criticism, ridicule, and failure time and time again. But with each setback, each hard-fought lesson, their resolve only grew stronger. My friends, you have that same reservoir of strength and tenacity within you. You were born with the ability to embrace adversity, to learn from it, and to be forged by the fires of struggle into something greater than you ever imagined. But realizing that potential, actualizing the oak tree inside, requires a conscious choice on your part. A choice to reject the easy path and the cultural narratives that peddle shortcuts and hacks. A choice to stare down hardship without flinching and keep pushing forward no matter what. A choice to seek out challenges that force you to grow rather than avoiding them. It won't be easy, I don't deny that. The path of most resistance is arduous and fraught with emotional and physical pain. There will be times when you want to quit, when you question if it's all worth it. But I promise you, if you persist through those darkest moments, enlightenment and triumph lie just beyond. As the Roman philosopher Seneca said, fire's the test of gold, adversity of strong men, the struggles you face are opportunities to prove your strength of spirit, your unbreakable tenacity, your brilliance just waiting to be revealed. So embrace the hard times, my friends. Lean into them, soak up the lessons they offer, and watch how they transform you from a rough gemstone into a blindingly radiant diamond. Don't run from adversity. Run towards it with the courage of a warrior charging into battle. For it's only when you confront the struggle head-on that you enable yourself to grow into something truly extraordinary. The path won't be easy, but then again, it's not supposed to be easy. That's the point I've been driving home this entire time. If you seek a life of greatness, of unshakable fulfillment and lasting impact, you must be willing to face hardship and adversity at every turn. You must crave the struggle like a fire craves oxygen, allowing it to burn hotter and brighter within you. So go forth, embrace the challenges ahead, and know that no matter how daunting they may seem, you have the strength to overcome. Draw inspiration from those who came before. The trailblazers, the history makers, the ones who achieved immortality through their willingness to struggle. Let their examples light your way as you too charge into the storm of adversity. For in that storm, when the winds batter you and the rains threaten to extinguish your flame, that is where you will grow toughest, strongest, most resilient. It's in the struggle that you will shed your old, limited self and emerge brilliant and unstoppable like the mighty oak tree towering over the forest. It's supposed to be hard, my friends. Expect it, relish it. Let the struggle refine you into the truest, most powerful version of yourself. For only then can you experience the sweet, incomparable taste of victory and the profound sense of meaning that comes from living a life forged in the fires of perseverance. The path ahead is arduous, yes, but you were born to conquer it. So saddle up, take a deep breath, and charge ahead with the courage to embrace every struggle as the gift it truly is. That is how you will achieve greatness. That is how you will etch your name into the eternal stone of legends. It's supposed to be hard, but you were born for the struggle, my friends. Now show the world what you're made of. The desire to truly understand and internalize these truths burns brightly within you. I can sense your hunger to become an unstoppable force. Someone who doesn't just endure hardship, but actively seeks it out and uses it as fuel for growth. That's the type of indomitable spirit required to achieve true grandeur in this life. So let me lay it out for you in the bluntest of terms. If you want an easy life, devoid of obstacles or adversity, then this message is not for you. This path is reserved solely for those willing to stare down the hard times without blinking. For the rare few who would rather die on their feet as warriors than live on their knees. I don't say this to discourage you, but to drive home the reality that greatness is not for the faint of heart. It's a pursuit reserved for the most tenacious, the most resilient, the most bull-headed dreamers and visionaries who refuse to let anything stand in their way. Think of the iconic heroes throughout history who transformed entire civilizations through their actions. Did Alexander the Great become one of the most powerful leaders of the ancient world by playing it safe? No. He conquered nation after nation through sheer force of will, never allowing any hurdle to. Did Joan of Arc rally the French to victory by shrinking from danger? Quite the opposite. She charged into battle, a teenage girl facing the bloodiest combat of her era, free from the chains of fear that restrained lesser souls. Her embrace of hardship allowed her to shape the course of an entire war. In more recent times, did the elite military warriors who defended our freedom achieve their status by pursuing comfort and ease? By no means. They underwent the most grueling training regimens, pushing their minds and bodies to the outermost limits of human endurance. They learned to use pain as motivation, transforming each struggle into a stepping stone toward their ultimate preparedness to serve. The through line connecting all these exemplary individuals is quite clear. They understood on a fundamental level that tremendous adversity precedes tremendous achievement. They didn't just accept this reality, they actively sought it out and forced themselves to keep operating at their highest capacity when quitting seemed like the easier choice. My friends, you have access to that same strengthening fire within yourselves. You have the ability to transform every struggle into a mustard seed of greatness that, once planted and nurtured, will blossom into something truly special. But accessing that power requires a full buy-in. Half measures will only afford half results. It means adopting a morning routine centered around consistently tackling challenging tasks that force you to operate outside your comfort zone. It means seeking out the biggest, hairiest, most daunting goals in your personal and professional life and attacking them with the tenacity of a junkyard dog guarding its territory. It means building a lifestyle around constant self-improvement and growth, excising any habits, relationships, or tendencies that aren't propelling you toward your highest existence. It means being brutally honest with yourself about your flaws and shortcomings so you can mercilessly target and correct them. In short, it means turning your entire existence into a verb centered around the concept of struggle and evolution. From the moment you open your eyes until you lay your head down at night, everything you do must be geared toward transcending the limitations that today's version of you faces. Only through this degree of immersion and commitment will you earn your cape and cowl. Only then will you gain access to the rarefied air breathed by history's most extraordinary individuals who slayed their demons, external and internal, to forge. Let me be clear, this road is not for the faint of heart. There will be times when the pain seems unbearable, when the voice of surrender shouts so loudly in your mind that you'll be tempted to throw in the towel. In those moments, you'll have to remind yourself why you started down this path in the first place. In those moments, you'll have to flex your grittiest, most stubborn determination and will yourself onward, fully embracing the struggle as an old friend arriving to strengthen your character. Because it's in those darkest valleys, those periods of intensely clawing your way toward the light, that you'll experience the most formidable personal evolution. Ease and comfort may provide temporary satisfaction, but they are deceptive serpents that will steal away your grandest ambitions through the venom of complacency and atrophy. No! It's the path of resistance, the trail obstructed by endless obstacles and setbacks that you must bludgeon your way through to unlock your ultimate human potentiality. So prepare yourself mentally. This will not be a journey defined by rainbows and lollipops. There will be times when you'll taste the bile of failure and vulnerability in repeated doses. Your determination and willpower will be tested by the universe itself, which has a funny way of throwing ever-increasing hurdles at those seeking to accomplish the extraordinary. But I promise you this, if you maintain unwavering faith in the process, if you keep forging ahead through the flames of adversity, allowing each struggle to be wielded as a mighty hammer that breaks you down to be rebuilt into something stronger, you will reach an echelon reserved for the immortal grades. On that summit, having clawed your way through the uncertainty and anxiety of the climb, having mustered the fortitude to keep pushing when your body and mind screamed for respite, you'll look out over the promised land and see with clarity the brilliance you've achieved. And at that moment, you'll understand why the struggle was not only necessary, but wholly invaluable and welcomed as the agent that revealed your most incredible self. The pain will have transmuted into pride, the failures into lessons, the sacrifices into supremely worthy investments into your own evolution. So I ask you again, are you prepared to walk this path of deliberate adversity, to turn your life into a continual gauntlet of obstacles that will act as rungs on the ladder to your highest heights, to sacrifice all illusions of ease, comfort, and immediate gratification at the altar of forging an unbreakable spirit? The choice lies with you and you alone. But mark my words, for those who make the conscious commitment to embrace the struggle as an honored guest, there is no frontier too immense to clear. There is no ceiling impermeable enough to obstruct your greatness. The struggles will keep coming, one after another, like endless waves crashing upon the shores. But like the humble sea stone, weathered to a glistening polish by that very bombardment, you too will only grow more radiant, more smooth, and more awe-inspiring with each trial you withstand. That is the ultimate truth to not only accept, but to celebrate. That hardship, the very thing most despise and avoid at all costs, is the catalyst for unleashing your most extraordinary, most heroic self upon this world. So look not upon the struggle as a detriment, my friends, but as the grandest privilege afforded to you during this limited mortal lifespan. Seek it out, dive in over your head, and relish the refining fires that introduce you to the invincible legend you were born to be. The hard times are not only coming, they are to be summoned, welcomed, and ultimately conquered on your inexorable march toward excellence. That is the highest calling, the most honorable pursuit. For in unlocking your capacity to thrive during the most daunting of adversity, you unleash the true force of nature pulsing inside you all along. Now go forth and struggle gloriously, my friends. Turn your very existence into a grueling, no-holds-barred crusade of evolution and ascendancy. I'll be here cheering every step of the way, for those are the souls who leave an indelible mark upon this world. Those who, like diamonds being forged from the intense pressures of the deep earth, are revealing their most brilliant radiance and unbreakable form through embracing that which crushes average spirits. The struggle is coming for you, ready or not. But for the rare immortals who attack that struggle with fist blazing, refusing to ever be beaten down or deterred from their path, that crucible reveals genius awaiting its glorious unveiling. Stay hard, and I'll see you at the summit.